Falcon would have to be absolutely suicidal if he was going to do it. Blind.
Oh, don't, please. No. Oh, I can't look at it, Liv.
It's like
I can't look at it.
Car crash.
Pocket fives for Dan Colman. He raises under the gun.
Oh, hi, Liv Marie.
Folded around to Richard Yong in the big blind. King Jack. He calls. And that flop is all Colman. He is a 98% favorite with middle set.
That's my new flop a set noise. I've been working on it. What do you think?
Hate it. Colman continues for 200,000.
All you. I call.
Wow, huge misstep from Yong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that wasn't Cantonese.
Richard Yong is drawing to a chop.
That's a good situation.
And now he's drawing dead.
輸緊啊嘛。
Well, Joe, it's time for you to step inside Urbanovich's brain. We're going to sweat with Dimitri on this hand.
Looking forward to it. This kid could do anything except have a legal drink in America.
Well, he's raised with 8-5 of spades. Gilles is counting out a raise. He makes it 575,000.
Urbanovich is not folding. He's Polish, he's no fish, and he's in position. Couldn't make it work for suited.
That's a call. So 1.17 million in the pot already. The flop is King Jack 8 with 2 spades. Bottom pair and a flush draw for Urbanovich.
I mean, you really can't ask for a better flop than that. I think he almost smiled even.
Berniers continues. 625,000.
How much?
625.
I would probably just call here in case Berniers is just messing around. If you do anything more than that, you can get away from it.
That's a raise to 1.475 million. Now, is this a raise with the intention of folding if Bernier shoves?
I doubt it. I think if he does have it, we're going to see it go in here, and if that happens, we are probably behind. What do you think, Sven?
All in.
There's the shove and a call.
Not much. But
Yeah, I'll say it's better. We are not behind.
nice hand.
Berniers has 4 deuce.
Well, I was wrong, but this time it's in a good way.
Yeah, I don't get it either, guys.
You better tell your boy to Gilles out.
Well, the turn is a 7. That means Berniers is drawing dead.
Nice hand. Thank you.
Urbanovich doubles up and reclaims the chip lead.
I think Bernier's lack of experience is starting to show.
Come on, 4 deuce.
Love the attitude, though. You're going to be rich either way.
At least everybody knows now that I'm fish, you know?
Here's the flop, 9-9-8. Well, you know, that 60% is going to go way down to 1%. Hevrøy, a 99% chance of winning this pot. He's flopped a full house.
You can't ask for any more of your Carl Hevrøy. 9-8, you flop a full house, the stone cold nuts. Your opponent has to hit long shot miracles in order to beat you.
Hevrøy checks, gives De Arruabarrena enough rope to hang himself.
And he's doing a little bit of hanging. He's making a bet.
Yeah, De Arruabarrena bet 70,000.
Carl doing a good job of looking uncomfortable with that bet. And obviously, he is thinking of nothing else except, how do I get all the chips in the pot?
Well, how do you play it if you want to get all the chips in the pot?
Well, you're not worried about giving a free card because there's really so little chance that your opponent can have a hand where he can outdraw you and win.
Well, Hevrøy calls.
So he is continuing to trap here.
Pot over 200,000 now. 4 of hearts on the turn, and Hevrøy now is the check mark. He cannot lose this hand. The question is, will he win it all on this hand?
Carl checks and continues to set the trap.
And Arruabarrena walks into that trap. He bets 200,000, which is nearly half of his stack.
I don't like the bet size. He's kind of committing himself here.
Hevrøy's raise is enough to put Alex all in.
Yeah, and Alex probably can't get away from this hand now, and he's drawing dead. He just doesn't know it. He thinks he's got 2 overcards and a gut shot.
And Arruabarrena calls, drawing dead. Hevrøy has won the tournament.
Pretty
It's
much
over.
nuts.
Hevrøy is our LAPT Uruguay champion. And Arruabarrena winces. He knows he's drawing dead.
Pablo Ubierna has 7 deuce offsuit. Renowned as the worst starting hand in Hold'em.
I like this flat call from Luca, though. The obvious thing would be to raise out of the small blind, but it's too obvious. You might get re-raised, and he wants to see a flop with this hand, and he wants to see that flop.
10 check.
Goes check.
He checks.
From Luca.
Of course, he must check. He's got to give the guy a chance to bluff it. And he's seen from that earlier hand that Ubierna will bluff once on the flop, and then probably give it up.
Pablo bets 15,000.
Oh, it's going to have to be the reluctant call from Luca, representing the draw.
Raise.
I know he's actually raising, or maybe he's frightened of the draw himself. I don't think he needs to. I might have just called there with his hand.
Pablo will surely throw this away.
Yeah, he's got to throw it away. I mean, Luca's nervous that if he flat calls and it comes something like this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my goodness.
All in and call. Pablo.
Wrong move at the wrong time. An all-in bluff, an instant call from Luca with the trip jacks. No outs for Pablo Ubierna. The wrong player is standing up. Luca, you can sit down. Pablo, you're the one who should be standing up and take a walk, buddy.
Wow, and Yuri's on fleet. Perfect timing for a monster. Ace-king suited. Folded round to Max Silver in the small blind, who has the 8-4 of hearts. Ooh. He's thinking about something.
He's thinking about a re-raise. Makes this play a lot, Max does. Well, I suppose all good players make this play a lot, don't they?
Yeah, you have to. You can't go through a tournament just waiting for monsters every single time. But, of course, we can see this is very mistimed.
It's nice being able to see, isn't it? So much easier.
Why can't all poker be like this?
Yeah, right.
Well, Max makes the 3-bet. Chuck gets quickly out the way.
Any notion of Yuri messing around and doing anything other than trying to get the money in?
Probably not at this stage. If flatting with it, I mean, you've got to remember Ace-King is still a drawing hand. He doesn't really want to flat with it. He wants to find a way to get Max to get all his chips in pre-flop. Now, Max is very deep. He is the effective stack here with 50 big blinds.
But that should end it, shouldn't it? 4-bet from Zandvliet, small 4-bet.
Well, in theory, yes, but Max knows that Yuri is capable of 4-betting him light. Max might want to just pull the trigger. Oh!
He does pull the trigger.
And it's a huge shove.
And Yuri doesn't have to think, just has to respond with a call.
Well, this
Max
is
Silver with a huge misstep.
I mean, it is a devastatingly huge misstep. I mean, the thing is, he's still 36% though to win.
You got to love Hold'em. Not so much anymore. It's not a good flop, Max. You're absolutely right. You could understand him trying to re-bluff, knowing that Yuri would be bluffing sometimes, but not this time. And Max Silver's attempt at a historic back-to-back EPT win looks like it's hitting the buffers.
He has just 6 outs, or we will be saying goodbye to last year's winner. That's no good for him. Still a very impressive run by Max. I mean, to come this far and finish 4th in the tournament you won last year.
Amazing.
Testament to how good a player he is.
Here's someone who's not in good spirits, the still fuming. He just seems angry with the world, Kenneth Falcon, after his...
It's just waves of hatred steaming off him.
Yeah, and I can exclusively reveal that we don't have his whole cards because he didn't look at them.
Well, that's one way to play. Don't say I recommend it that much.
I was taught that one of the first things you should do is have a look.
I mean, it is a game about playing the player, not the cards. But then again, when you're this late stages of a big tournament, you probably want to. Oh, and a nice hand for Nickaboo Risk.
Yeah, 2 kings definitely ahead of the range of somebody that's open raised without looking.
You could say that, yes. These two have clashed before, so there's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah, Nick Abu Risk is a big part of why Kenneth Falcon's in a bad mood. He's won a couple of big pots from him.
And Nick is going to find a way to capitalise on this by probably doing a really, really small raise. Just trying to induce that 4-bet jam. But Falcon would have to be absolutely suicidal if he was going to do it. Blind.
Oh, don't, please. No. Oh, I can't look at it, Liv.
It's like
I can't
watching
look at
a
it.
car crash.
But not even a spectacular car crash, just a really gross one. Oh, he's got Queen 8 off. This is so horrible.
He hadn't looked at his cards. He hadn't looked at his cards until after his all-in was called.
Yeah, this hand should come with a warning on screen for the viewers at home saying do not tilt.
Do not try this at home. This is a masterclass in how to steam off your chips when you don't need to. Yeah, 29 big blinds, which is not a stack you need to get in needlessly. A 10 will save him, however, but no, not today.
10 would have been so gross. He says good game. Can I be honest, Liv? I don't think he meant that.